So with being a gentleman,
Yes, sir.
what's your take on that term? What's your take on that term?
Interesting. Because we've had this conversation.
We have had this.
So I know where he's
I
going.
think the world needs to know our take on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. The art of the gentleman is almost a lost nature. It's almost a lost art form. Today's dating. If most people think gentleman, they think dating, right? So women want a gentleman, right?
At least they should.
They should. Today they don't.
No.
Men.
They don't know what they want. That's a lot of the problem.
I think because what happened is that men have for so long been so dominant, but it made women feel inferior, like they weren't good enough.
Right.
And there's probably a ton of men that have sat before me that have actually done things or said things that made women feel inferior.
Yeah.
So it caused the women of the next generations, the generations to come, to strengthen the hell up.
Right.
But what ended up happening was they got stronger, which started emasculating men because now men are like, well, this girl's stronger than I am. So now we got a decrease in men. So my goal is to ignite, to heal.
Decrease in men meaning like in acting like a real man should.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I got a slogan. It's ignite, heal, and inspire. So I want to ignite this generation to heal this broken generation of men and to inspire the next generation of men to be.
Wow.
Because men and women are equal in value, but they're separate in function. You see what I'm saying? So women are not inferior. I hope I'm using that word right.
I believe that's, yeah.
To men. But a man has to fight for something in life. So a man has to work, right? A man has to have a dream. A man has to do what he loves to do so that he can come home and provide for his wife.
Yeah.
A man lays his life down for his wife the way Christ laid his life down for the church.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where, because America has gone so far from biblical principle, that we've lost that in the younger generation of men to be able to fully understand what it means to love a woman.
Some people might say, what's the point of having a biblical principle? Like what's the benefit of having
the
biblical
benefit
principle?
is having a moral standard.
Moral standard. Okay.
See, I'm not sitting here saying that as a Christian man, I'm right, and if you believe something else, you're wrong. I'm not here to say that, because as a Christian, I think where the church went left was telling people what they should believe. So the thing is that if you believe something else and you have a moral standard that you live by, I can respect you.
Yeah.
But atheists come with moral standards that they've designed in their head, or what they've been taught, or from experiences that they've had. How can I respect you for telling me how life is if your moral standard stems from today? Or stems from your generations of teachings? But I guarantee most atheists have biblical principles that have been taught to them that they still apply to their lives subconsciously through teaching and experience, but they denounce that there's a God.
What I've noticed, especially in pop culture, is that being an atheist isn't as popular. Now it's more like being agnostic, like
or
because,
being one.
Right. Because it's like the whole evolutionary situation with as far as the science doesn't really link up, and I think people that are knowledgeable realize, okay, well, there's some serious holes here. Maybe the whole atheist thing, I can't stand as firmly on that, but being not sure about it, okay, I can work with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, maybe I won't say there is no God.
Right.
But all right, maybe there's something out there. Maybe there's an energy. Maybe there's a God in me or something along that line. I can work with that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that kind of be like a bit of a trend I've seen in pop culture.
That's the problem, though. It's a trend. The problem with trends is they're temporary. The reason I speak politics and religion with everything I do is because it helps me understand people. It's more to me to reach people through politics and religion, because now I can understand your mind if I understand where you stand on certain subjects. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to run for president and this is why, and these issues are important to me. People are important to me. Hearts are important to me. Now, it's not to go and make somebody else a Christian.
Right.
If it happens, it happens.
Right.
But that's not my job. But if I can save a generation of gentlemen, if I can save a generation of kids to grow up and be strong men,
right,
with biblical principles that they've learned from me, they could denounce God all they want to. But the fact that they grew up with these biblical principles,
right.
people are going to see the God in them.
Yeah.
But what happens today is with church, they're not seeing the God in the Christians. They're not seeing the God in the pastor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, modern church has bothered me so much because of this.
I get it.
You know?
Yeah.
One of my favorite pastors, believe it or not, is AJ Jenkins. He's a very successful pastor.
Yeah.
You know, very successful. He's got a lot of money, and he's doing very well for himself.
Yeah.
I love this dude. And I know it's kind of hypocritical because if I'm saying that they don't see the God in the pastor, the thing is that I do see the God in him. I do see the God in him.
What is it about him that you admire?
You know, a lot of pastors, they have a way of preaching at you.
Yeah.
T.D. Jakes preaches to you. But he preaches to you in a worldly way that somebody can understand had they just walked into church for the first time.
Right.
He doesn't come off judgmental. He tells it like it is. He tells the truth. I don't see holes in his preaching. I know some may.
They may just,
personally, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, but like I say, it's not about making somebody believe what you believe. Right. If they disagree with you, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
I love disagreements. They bring growth. They allow us as people to continue to grow. Yeah. And I think that's where my generation has lost.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you don't agree with me, I hate you. Or you hate me.
Right.
You know, if you don't love what I'm doing, you don't love me.
Right.
But my moral principle, the Bible that I stand by, says to hate the sin, but love the sinner. So I don't care what you do. I care who you are.
Right.
What you do is not a result of who you are.
Right. I get that.
You know?
I get that.
GSPEEDtv.
Wow, wow!